All right, hello, Tauruses. This is your third monthly message for August. I really was trying to only do 3 for you guys so I can move on, but you may get 4. We will see where this goes in your second video. I didn't get to the all signs messages. I did pull a little bit of what's the tea. We worked with the relative tarot. I told the story. So I might give you guys something else. I went for a little walk in between, having my mushroom coffee as well. Look at, we're really raising the vibration. I saw 1021 as I started this, a lot of Libra energy. I saw 1019, 1017. All right, so please keep in mind this for the energy of Taurus. There is a lot of smoke coming up here, raising this vibration here, cleansing all of these. We have some what lies beneath. I did bring in Intuitive Kev's deck. Which one did I bring in? I'll have to double check if it's the Kipperish or just his standard. And then one of my classics that has an iridescent. I found another feather on my walk. We still have dream symbols to get into and spirits in the oracle, or spirits in the flowers, oracle messages. So I'll see, but I think what I want to do with this one, I'm going to start with an all signs quickly. So Taurus is dealing with Aries all the way through into Pisces. I did see a lot of Virgo. As far as your opposite Scorpio, I saw 1113 this time, 1020 as well. It is 813 as I am doing this video for you guys. The star is there. So hope, healing, Aquarius energy. Okay. Or being optimistic. Maybe something about that full moon. I kept seeing 810, 86. So some of this is past energy, but now we're moving forward. The moon is waning. All right. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, because I already reshuffled this one for Geminis in particular. So once again, if you have Gemini in your chart, which your cusp energy, or even if you're dealing with them, you guys are up next. And then I'm completing this. So you guys are my 10th zodiac sign at this point, Tauruses, working with these particular decks. But I have been incorporating a few of the different ones, okay? All right, so I'm just going to start. I see Virgo, of course, and I see Courthouse, so, and Aquarian energy. So I kept seeing a king, a king and a queen of cups in reverse. See starseed. A star seed, interlinked in the courthouse. Weird. 53, 5-3 Taurus, and 23. Okay, I also see 517, 823 Virgo. Okay, that could be that new moon energy in Virgo's energy. Now, whenever you are getting this, I will be shifting the energy. Once I complete with the Cancer sign, Gemini and Cancers, they're the completion of this, okay? Then if you guys happen to be tuning in and you are Virgos, because some of you, I got that because there was quite a bit of Virgo too. Birthday season, celebration. Okay, I'll be unveiling the new oracles, new decks for you guys and be the September monthlies, right? So we'll be moving into that energy. So check my channel for your September monthlies as you feel guided and see what the new decks. I think I gave one of the, I told one of the videos a little bit about what I had planned coming into that future. All right, so we have hope and healing. I keep seeing Virgo energy with this Aquarian energy, which is interesting with the star. Okay, what do we have? So I am going to start this. Let me give it a good shuffle. All right, Taurus is dealing with Aries. We're going to begin the beginning. So if you happen to be a rising sign, moon sign, Venus, Mercury, you are the Taurus in this dynamic, right? Okay, so I will be going by their sun signs of your other person. That one was flipping out Queen of Cups in reverse. So this person could be coming off in heavy emotions, okay? Or they could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Emotionally manipulation, playing a victim. They could be dealing with a water sign. Or there could be heavy drinking, indulging. They're holding on to this person. Or there's something about money involved with this person. they're holding on to the money. This person could be holding someone's money. There's a sense of greed here or something, lack. Okay, I'm gonna bring the camera down. That's what I see at first. Now, sometimes I will do more than one, like if I sense there's a lot. Okay, Tauruses, I see that you've blocked someone, or they're defensive, or you're blocking someone because they keep someone in sadness or depression, or you're protecting yourself from depression. And it's this Knight of Wands energy, even Aries energy, maybe 5'7" Tauruses, or someone could be that age, and they're wanting to run around, play, be, non-committal. They're avoiding the tower. They're avoiding a change. They're running from something. Okay. Or they're running back to a lover energy to try and avoid an ending. But someone feels very unhopeful about these things being healed here. Okay. That's truth and clarity. I'm also seeing someone wanting to celebrate. There could be a reconciliation. They're hoping to but the Three of Cups is not just the two of us. This is getting together. They're hoping for a Three of Cups energy. Oh, but something's a heavy burden here with this. Some emotion that someone has lack of self-discipline, lack confidence. They breadcrumb someone. They could be someone who bounces from house to house. They don't pay back any debts. Someone's always waiting for them. They're flaky. Temperance energy. Someone's always got to be patient. Okay, that's weird. I feel like there's more. All right, maybe this is a different story. All right, I feel like I need to do another one. Taurus dealing with Aries. Taurus is dealing with Aries. Okay. Taurus dealing with Aries. What's the energy between Taurus is dealing with Aries? A lover. Okay. So they're a lover. This is happy love energy. Maybe someone in your community. Maybe you can communicate well. There's Gemini energy potentially. This isn't about money. There is some other greedy person in the mix here, a gold digger or a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, hoping to receive some money. Why is she underneath? She's in the roots of this. I don't know who she is. She could be, a relative, a neighbor, an ex. I don't know. I don't see her as that. Someone's hoping for some wish fulfillment. This is someone it's not necessary you don't have to buy this person's love. Can't buy me love, but she is right? So someone is trying to overcome some type of, this person might be trying to come back around and cause some chaos here. Someone from your past. Yeah, bad memories of this past person. This Queen of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine. She doesn't have to be. Somehow she has her hooks in, okay? Maybe it is a sibling, a cousin, a neighbor. Okay, some of the dates and times, too, that I was seeing. She's trying to she'll probably try and be all nostalgic or something. She could be just a friend or a cousin, a sister-in-law. I don't know who she is, but she's bad news. You could have a karmic past life connection. She is a repeating pattern of something. She has this that she needs to handle. See how she's trying to surround this? Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles, especially if you're dealing with Aries. Maybe someone feels that a Taurus is that way, okay? It doesn't have to be. Yeah, this is recognizing that this is not soulmate. She could be very materialistic, greedy, and she's not receiving something here. Okay, someone is I get it as this lovers isn't in need of a bunch of gifts and stuff. The needs are met. Soulmate, this is not a soulmate. Okay, I did see for some of you, especially if it is a Virgo, I kept seeing someone, okay, or a Queens of Wands energy in reverse, portraying or thinking that she is the twin flame, but she's the mistress energy. Okay, I did see that. We'll see if that comes out anymore. Someone has maybe blocked this person or defending. I feel like this person has been blocked, but they're still trying to come back around. It's like you've already stood up to her. Okay, trying to protect a lover energy. King of Cups, understanding, compassionate. All right, maybe it is. He could be coming off this way, or this person in your life. And we have Hermit. So there's a time of like, maybe you blocked this person so you could gain clarity. Okay, you know, of recognizing they could be a sense of oh my gosh, they're just like they could be definitely an emotional manipulator, but also a gold digger. But they're trying to isolate, or when you kind of take your break away from them, you see, and go into this Virgo energy, there is some healing of and seeing it in a different perspective, gaining wisdom. The Hermit is wise, sage, shining light on why there is this connection. This person feels they need to do healing ultimately. We all know that. But she needs to have a recognition, or someone's waking up and realizing that this was only materialism. This was only about money. All right. Empress even standing up there seeing this. Now, for some of you could have even a Virgo mother, or you guys could be this Virgo energy, Libra, Taurus, potentially. Or getting this guidance. Now, this can be, a wife or the boss lady, a feminine coming forth for you, your own mother, grandmother, ancestor, or you. Okay, you could be seeing this too. The best way to get this guidance. So the other thing I get is like, this person could have been depleting your funds, your money, or constantly. This is somebody who was also gossiping, stalking, smear campaigning, slandering, saying that somebody else was they were depressed. Okay, maybe they're saying that they're depressed or something and they need this, or you don't really love me if you don't give me this money. This is a person who had been stalking. This person's stuck in their thoughts. They maybe are in a heavy depression even, I don't know, or they were creating sadness and depression. But the Empress is happy. She is shining light on things. She could also be a Leo for some of you. It doesn't have to be. I see 9-7, 9-3. She could be 93 even. Well, 9-19, 3-19. Piscean, Aries energy. She's shining light on this, that she is very good. She's very happy. So someone else is trying to like smear campaign that someone else is in heavy depression and they have some mental issues and they're trying to isolate themselves. But underneath it is, doesn't want to be around this person because they are karmic. They're not loving. They're not generous. They're not giving. All they want to do is come in and fight and thinks things are competition. So maybe she thinks she's part of your family zone or a friend, but she's smear campaigning. It's a feminine Taurus. She 25, 27, or you were that age. I don't even know. Trying to fight and compete and think that this is her soulmate. And she's heartbroken. She could have heart issues. And oh my gosh, she is down on her luck. Oh, she has nothing. She has no extra finances. So this person is, 5'10", 5'1". She could also be 35 or a Pisces, 310. I don't know. She is like losing any type of inheritance, land, property, legacy. She doesn't get it. She gold digger. She's trying to get something that's not hers. And someone is protecting it. This person is protected because she is very loving, compassionate, understanding. She's already been generous in giving before. Or the other thing is this person overspends. They have a spending addiction. They probably have bad credit. They got to keep up with the Joneses, if you know what I'm talking about. She hasn't learned her lesson. She keeps wanting more, more, more. 421, 43, 43. She is a magician in reverse. She lacks the ability and the skills to actually manifest security, financial stability, wealth, inheritance, land, property. Okay? And she's trying to do it by being manipulative. All right? Someone else could be apologizing. For some of you, this could also be a Gemini, because I see the Queen of Swords in reverse with Magician in reverse. It could be like an aunt. Yeah, this person actually... Ooh, she could be angry. She can't move somewhere. She doesn't have a vehicle, a car, travel, trip. Libra even. What is this? Cannot move. She's feeling very unvictorious. So we're getting to the nitty gritty of who this is in the energy of a lover. Okay? That's interesting. Yeah, things haven't changed. They haven't had this like awakening. They could be acting like they're always on their deathbed. Something hasn't changed regarding some type of stuff regarding their wands and their passion. Oh no, death in reverse with the wand. They don't want something to change. Okay. That's quite a bit. Hopefully that gave you some guidance. Let's see. Final message if you're dealing with an Aries, okay? Taurus is somehow there was multiple different Aries people in different areas of the Aries, okay? Hopefully that gave you some guidance. Maybe we have the Fool now and Temperance. So balancing things out, moderation, try not to overindulge. Somebody wants to jump into the unknown, try something new, but really trying to... This is a way of kind of holding something back, even about spirituality, about religion, okay? About moderation, a new beginning. Maybe someone wants a new beginning, even with a Sag, I don't know. Or they have this in your chart. Huh. Okay, that's what I see with the Aries, Tauruses. They might think, I'm for some of you, I don't know. Okay. Depends on who you were in that dynamic. All right, let's move on. Tauruses, dealing with Tauruses. Oh, yeah, it's already heating up. I feel it. Here comes the heat. It's not going to be quite as hot as it was yesterday, Taurus. It's cooling off. It's cooling off. It's going to be nice. Stay hydrated, though, during this time, for sure. Did you ever go swimming or get in the water? I did. Suntanned. Just try not to be in it too long. I don't like to put a lot of crap on my skin. I'll use like lotion afterwards and aloe and but I mean, I'll use sunscreen if I'm gonna be out there for a long time. But anyways, let's move on. Taurus. Dealing with Tauruses. I see a Queen of Swords in reverse still. Okay. Taurus dealing with these Queens of Swords in reverse. Like, just check it out. So here's the thing I get with this. She also refuses to listen to different ideas or different types of healing modalities, doing the healing resting, okay? She refuses this as well. So she could also be very pushy and tell people, you're not going to be able to heal if you don't take these meds or get this surgery or do these things, because she's overly analytical. She's like, thanks to science and everything, but she's manipulative. She's being controlling. Yeah, she's stuck. She can't heal. She's not doing her healing. This Taurus could be coming off that way. But this is what someone wants. Someone doesn't... Weird. This is some type of wish fulfillment. Oh, this person likes to stay sick. That's part of their... Because the Page of Wands are reversed too. They like to over-exaggerate, overindulge. A lot of slander, sickness. I don't know. She could need rehab or something even. I don't know. She could act like she's in the medical field. I don't know. She act like she's the wisest person. Page of Wands reverse. This is someone in your home, in your family. So this is an argument with a person in your home and family, Taurus, dealing with Taurus. There's 410 Aries there too, and 49. Okay, Someone is very unsupportive. They're not helping. They don't do anything around the house. They're very unsupportive. They lack any type of passion or drive. They're unwilling to like rest and do the actual healing, make changes in their life and body. High Priestess and knowing this person. So trust your intuition about avoid the red flags, the Tower. Someone has unblocked somebody regarding passion. Oh. No longer defending some passion. With a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this the other person could just be some third party. And someone's married. Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. No longer indecisive. Someone is heartbroken about some stuff that was said. This could be a sister-in-law, you know, or a cousin, an aunt, an uncle. Well, an uncle, whatever. I get that this is someone who's firm into their beliefs. Oh my gosh, underneath there you have the World. Also, you could also be dealing with a Capricorn energy or 121, 1-3. This is new inspiration, new chemistry, new attraction, something. There is a sexual attraction, but it is about someone wants commitment. Someone, you know, this new cycle is seeing things clearly, getting grounded in your belief system. Okay, there is a romantic offer coming in, okay? Some of you could be getting married or you are married with this Taurus person even. And I just see this other person as being a third party. Things haven't transformed or changed. Their love is not, it's like an undying love. Or this person is overcome already. They've already done some healing. I don't know. Or it's like, in this way, I don't think she sensed like she's firm in her beliefs. She's feeling very strong. Earth energy can have long life, okay? There is this innocence. There is young innocence here. This is like even the Empress energy. This is a mother, a wife, a grandmother even is watching over. If some of you have passed on loved ones, they're watching over ancestry, feminine energy. But they already kind of, maybe they are watching over this union, protecting. Someone could be learning about some new passion or some new inspiration, new creativity. All right. Now they're seeing a different perspective, or they're trying to hear both sides of the story, gain enlightenment, Virgos. Okay. With this King of Wands in reverse, who is making someone feel trapped and stuck in their head, narcissist energy, cruel, rude, mean. Someone was really stuck in their emotions. Could be a Leo 8-8 or something about that 8-8 portal. This King of Wands is rude. He thinks he's all-knowing. He hasn't changed. He's very male chauvinistic. He's trying to trap someone in their head or make them feel stuck in their heavy emotions. He's trying to cause them chaos. He's trying to win at all costs or something. Someone's going to be victorious. Someone sees somebody with this new inspiration, this new passion. Okay, and they look like they're winning. They look victorious. Okay, even with a Virgo or something here. I don't know. Or Taurus first. I don't know. Going out, having a nice time, enjoying the world, seeing the sights as that's what it is, you know. Someone's spending money, enjoying life, okay? And so they're trying to flip it around and say, so we have a bit of a different interesting. Okay, this person not sad, not depressed. They're just focused on their work. They're very committed. Very committed, or you are. 8-8. 5-8. This person trying to come back around, this Knight of Wands energy, holding on to some emotions, a third party, that King of Swords in reverse. Dude. Being rude, cutting, manipulative. Okay, this person is not, they lack extra finances. They're not single already. Or something, they weren't single. Ew, weird. So some weirdo trying to come around, hitting on someone, looking at their options, thinking they're... So whether a King of Swords or King of Wands, whatever, they could be talking really nasty, really dirty, but trying to think it's like romantic or something. I don't know. There is divine timing of this and karmic situation, doing the work, The other person is very innocent. There's unconditional love. And then there's a time of action now. Taking a ride, movement with a wife, a mother, the Empress is, even look, she's in her chariot. Okay, someone driving her. She's like, bring me the car. She ain't even have to drive herself. Get that Uber. Someone else is carrying a heavy burden because they can only watch what's going on. All right, they feel very weak. They're depleted. They've overdone. This is a King of Wands in reverse. This is a Temperance, a Sag for some of you. Weird. They're doing some research. They've been looking and maybe stalking online at another lover. The lover's in reverse in this one. There's a disconnect. They're very unhappy. There could be Gemini, Leo, too. They're feeling very... they made some poor business decisions. Okay, but so they have someone around them that is trying to be understanding, compassionate, and help them. All right, that was quite a bit. Hopefully you got that story. That was the story. That was quite a story. These ones go longer than I anticipated. Let's move quicker. 2606. Holy crap. All right, moving on to Geminis. Okay. Taurus is dealing with Geminis. All right, Geminis. Tauruses that are dealing with Geminis. What is most important for the highest good? This one is kind of flipping out. Someone flipping out. Okay, Gemini also had like Uranus in their sign. So who knows? Unexpected communication online even. That was like shocking, or who knows? Okay, Taurus is with Geminis. One more great shuffle. Gemini. I see someone unblock someone, or they can't defend themselves, or they're not defending someone or something. I feel like they unblock their heart. Okay. This is actually kind of good. 73. Something could happen back in... Someone could be born in 73. Something could happen back in July. I also see someone being potentially 37. Like, I'm just going to look. So, no longer feeling defensive. Someone is overcome, feeling heartbroken, or a third-party energy. So, I feel like if there was a third party getting involved, causing some pain, heartache, someone is healing that. They maybe you unblocked them, or they've unblocked this. We have the Queen of Wands. Even they could see you as very beautiful, attractive, or they could be dealing with a fire sign, or they see you this way, or you see them this way even. Okay, and the King of Pentacles. How weird. Okay, Tauruses. Wow. She admires you. She thinks you're wise with your finances, but under here, there could have been a time where there was someone heavy in their emotions. At one point, they could have been playing a victim, or feeling, heavy indulging, okay? Or dealing with a water sign, or you were. That could have been a friend or a relative, or... Yeah, and maybe there was a roommate even. They got kicked out of something. Okay, they lost... There wasn't stability there. And someone felt a lot of, maybe there was apathy, a little regrets. She kind of turned her back on this. So whoever you are, because I see like you would represent one of these people. Okay, Taurus is, of course, the King of Pentacles will be you too. But I'm seeing somebody as protected, or you are protecting someone. 49, someone could be 49, 44. Magician in reverse. This person, Magician in reverse. So this was a person who was emotionally manipulating. Maybe they did have Gemini in their chart or something, but also being heavy indulging, or feeling like they couldn't create or manifest something. Someone was juggling finances, manipulation, trying to multitask. Okay, they were juggling someone. Maybe someone felt like they were being juggled by others. Geminis. There was some sadness and depression, but then all this love and support came forth when someone was in their time of grieving or in need. All right, and so there is this protection, whether this is, family protection, soul tribe. Justice came in to balance the scales regarding this person. And this person was kind of stuck in their thoughts. Because and they were angry probably, and maybe smear campaigning or something like this, maybe, and they were actually depressed, or they were saying there was a lot of depression. They could have been saying, you know, sometimes people use that and say they're gonna do something to themselves, but someone could have been trying to stalk or spy, and then gossiping, and that made someone really sad, or someone feels regret over hurting someone. All right. Someone feels regret over hurting someone with their words, or slandering something, you know, making up stories out of anger, or making fun of someone when they were depressed or they were grieving. All right. This is information. Someone arrived. This love and this support has arrived. Maybe you are that love and support. This other person was, you know, looking at their options. I get that they could have definitely been a Pisces person, 7-7, a Cancer person, 7-11, 7-7, 7-11, something like that. Could have happened during that time. Even when someone was looking at their options regarding justice, okay? And then action was taken online, 7-2. And someone then kind of isolated themselves. And so they were stalking, trying to find some information, digging. And somebody else was like, yeah, let's kind of like not put all of our shit out there. Let's disconnect from this situation. Over here, the thing that you received was finding out that this person may have had a huge financial loss. I saw losing a home, a business, legacy, money, inheritance. 10-10. They lost passion. There was no no drive for life. I get, for some of you, this person had heavy addictions that drained their money. It became their air, their breath, their vitality. They were no longer even interested, and no passion. No commitment, no values. A divorce. You could have divorced this person, to some of you. Okay. They were unbalanced in their thinking. Taurus, Sag energy too. So when someone was 35 or 514, they could have acted very holier than thou, or they refused God's, and like they refused to ask for help. High Priestess in reverse. What is this? They could be in a completely different religious denomination, a whole different spiritual level. We have weird. They could have been smear campaigning or talking shit about your spiritual or religious beliefs. If you're watching this, okay, then usually these people are act holier than thou, Baptist, Christian, Mormon, Catholic, whatever, a Jehovah's Witness. Dude, you investigate it all. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't. They were constantly breaking vows, though. There was gossiping. God knocked these people down. They're not being blessed and protected, yet they think they are. They're not connected to the highest. They were going after their wishes, their hedonistic pleasures. Okay, 9-5, 9-8, Virgo energy. That's the person lacks any type of discipline, strength, commitment, follow through. They stop communicating. You already blocked this person, and kind of taking your time to get yourself your bearings again, okay? And recognize this person was a betrayer, dude. This is a High Priestess in reverse, wishing bad upon others. They're faking for money. They were going after money. And now someone is freed. The Emperor was involved. Who's trying to run away from something. He was already committed. He wasn't single. He was messing around. Oh my gosh, the boss, the grandma. Some true emotions came out. He started showing love or having new love for a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, man. Who was greedy, who had a lack mentality or very materialistic. And she wasn't single. Like opening up the relationship. Wanted some polygamous thing, you know, some Mormon polygamist Warren Jeff shit right here. I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. That one crazy. I didn't even know. Okay. Wow. Let's move on. I don't know where Gemini was in there, but hopefully that gave you some guidance. Sometimes we see all the other shit involved, you know. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the Cancer sign. Taurus is dealing with the Cancer signs. Taurus is dealing with the Cancer signs. Let me give it a good shuffle. What's most important for the Taurus is dealing with the Cancer signs. Cancer sign, Cancer sign, Cancer sign. Whoa. I see movement. No way. So we have the Chariot under the... Okay. See, we have this someone who's moving somewhere, taking a trip. But this other person, I get it that they're moving towards someone who is not single or someone who has no extra finances. They have some regrets or they're bored. Someone going, hey, I'm bored. Come see me. Hey, I'm bored. Ooh, they're being pulled into someone from their past, or they're being traveling towards someone from the past. Okay, and maybe it's a past life connection, but it's a karmic situation. There's bad memories about this place. There's betrayal underneath this. Oh, Cancers. Oh, Taurus is dealing with Cancers. Oh boy. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. See, moving towards, okay, 7-9. Specific. Like they're traveling towards this person who, you know, she's not single. She's codependent financially on others or something, or this person is, and that's why they're coming in. They're feeling bored. There's apathy or something here. But this is someone, they're traveling back somewhere from their past. So maybe back to childhood memories. Is someone they've known for a long time. That maybe they think they're coming in to help them. I don't know. But they're taking action driving somewhere. But there's betrayal. There's betrayal. This person was betrayed before. Queen of Swords in reverse again, guys. There's bad memories of this. This is someone who's betrayed already. This could be triggering a betrayal. It could be the Saturn return, the Mercury retrograde. Well, I don't know, Saturn retrograde. Let's bring this up. So then we have the Queen of Swords. This is where there's betrayal as well. Okay, so she's definitely rude, cutting, manipulative. Okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Now, like I said, this could be rising sign, moon signs, you tuning in. I don't know. Some of you could be Cancers with Taurus in your chart. I don't know. But we're seeing what's going on with it if you're dealing with the Cancer sign. Over here, there is some innocence. Like this Cancer sign feels very nostalgic, or they could be a child even, or there is innocence. They're coming in with actually true love, energy, compassion, reinvigorating this, or wanting to show love, or this is a new love energy. Okay, maybe they're following their intuition though. Okay, maybe there is a necessity for this to happen for part of their healing, for closure. Okay, we got High Priestess sees that this is part of completion of the cycle of a lesson. Yeah, damn, going through it, facing this childhood trauma even, or deep past life, bad memories. You could be receiving this information. You could be this High Priestess, or someone is. She is in tune. She understands about regrets. She understands about this apathy or boredom and someone wanting love. To see the world, maybe going back to this place and seeing that things have changed. They might be traveling somewhere they've never even been and feeling a weird deja vu. Okay, or either way. 621, 221. Someone is going to gain strength from this betrayal, or someone needs to be strong. Okay, because it's going to be painful. Wherever they're traveling to, this person is not, she's rude. Okay. 5-8 Tauruses. 6-5. She could be a Gemini too. Wheel of Fortune is there. There is divine timing. This is there is, the weirdest thing with this is this happening is part of the fortune. So someone is gaining confidence and strength to face these fears, to face this betrayer. 10-8, she could be a Libra. 8-10, something about that time, even Leo. This is about talking about fortune. So this person could be making fun of it, even, or cutting someone down about fortune telling. I don't know, about trusting your intuition. What is this about? So someone has blocked communication. They stop responding, or you block this person. And so someone feels like they need to travel to see them and see if they're okay. They made bad choices. They didn't think about how this would affect their future, their finances, their investments. You reap what you've sown. 8-8 again. No, 8-7. Someone has this new ambition, new passion, new inspiration. Okay, to get out of any apathy or boredom, to try and get someone unstuck. It's almost like somebody, there's this one song I was listening to, it's Day at the Races in Jurassic 5. Power in Numbers. Someone's unwilling to see, the other person is unwilling to see both sides of the issue. They're staying in their victim mentality. Some new inspiration has given someone a sense of freedom, though, of not hanging around anymore. So whatever happens here will kind of give that closure of knowing that this cycle is done. This person is very unbalanced in their thinking. I'm telling you, it could have to do with their religious, or they think they're smarter than others. I don't know, Temperance in reverse with Queen of Swords in reverse. And they don't believe. They overspend, they overindulge. They're very unbalanced in their thinking. 10-14 Libra. I see 12-10. Somebody they could be dealing with, they have Sag in their chart, or you do too. 12-14. So they think that, so they're not an option. There's no wish fulfillment there. Wherever someone is, maybe, I don't know. There's clarity. No way. 7 of Cups in reverse and clarity. Okay, truth. Over here, this person, there is some innocence. Okay, there is an unconditional love energy. So it is beautiful, even though this other person is, there's care. Okay, they realize now that there is no new beginning. Someone did something reckless, foolish. 1170. Okay, someone sees that this is a third party energy. Maybe there was some type of passion. They were coming in with their one out, new inspiration, hoping to get something. I don't know. This is also healing, feeling heartbroken. So third party energy. Yeah, and recognizing, so the part of this point is them to recognize that this is not true loving soulmate. Even it could be more unrequited love. They're being very loving, compassionate, trying to come in, and she is unwilling to see her own bad behavior and manipulation. Maybe she's intoxicated doing it. I don't know. 12-2. Yeah, this person just wants to try and fight with someone. They think it's competition. This is not, they want to, this person is like trying to think that they're so strong or something. 8-5, 5-8, 28-25. There's an injustice with this person. She could be like threatening legal stuff even, and I'm just saying, or she could be a legal lawyer, a representative, someone in the justice Oh my gosh. But there's an injustice. Someone else, what is this person manifesting? The truth. An Empress in reverse. Some of you, there's an Aries feminine, a mother, a wife, a grandmother who's done something foolish. Oh, and it was revealed. Okay. Or this boss lady made some mistakes here. She's unabundant in life. And someone is still wanting to be loving, I don't know, try and help her heal her heart. The true emotions came out that there is, so we got the cup of love and there is passion, inspiration. There was a sexual chemistry or sexual thing. Someone was trying to win at all costs. But the cycle, the new beginning here with the world, it's recognizing once you like someone sees this, they can be victorious. Okay, and someone else does feel very victorious because they got the world here. They see the world. They can explore the world. They got property, business, legacy, inheritance. And this is somebody, maybe they were trying to fight over someone's money, that land, property, inheritance, legal issues. Someone trying to get in some type of legal issues over someone's money, their inheritance, their wealth. 510. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, a greedy gold digger. Yeah. Who's in lack? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Damn, for some of you it's another Taurus or something, because we also have the Hierophant in reverse. The person breaks laws, vows, contracts, commitments. They're divorcee. They don't believe in God even. They don't believe in any justice. They don't believe in like karma. They don't believe in the Hierophant. Huh. Someone gave someone something, breadcrumbed them, and it made them indecision. Someone gave someone a small little offer to help somebody with legal issues, to help them get out of jail, or, you know, out of a spiritual bondage, to have an awakening, to see. Someone tried to show very much love and compassion to this person, even if there was a disconnect, even being kind to, I don't know, an ex-person, and not being hateful. But then realize that this is some action online, shows that this is not wish fulfillment. It created a tower and made someone very unhappy and sad. Queen of Cups in reverse. Emotional, manipulating. Dude, I don't know. That was an interesting story, okay? Okay, let's move on. Tauruses. Ooh, let's see what's next after Cancer sign. Leo. Yeah, Taurus is dealing with the Leos. I feel like Leos are protected right now just because it is still their season. Okay. They have evil eye protection. Okay. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. Leos. Taurus is dealing with the Leos. Taurus is dealing with the Leos. Leo. One more. 4. Taurus is dealing with Leos. Okay, someone is like done juggling a lover. They're done juggling lovers. Okay, they're seeing the signs before the tower comes in. Someone's also having a hard time multitasking. Well, okay. The Leo. Someone's waiting patiently. For someone to heal, or someone feels like they've lost some type of hope or spark. Someone is trying to, someone else is here trying to create some heartbreak. Oh, I don't like this. Someone's trying to overcome feeling betrayed and heartbroken. They're very defensive and they're protecting their assets. They're paying off their debt. Like they're paying off their debts, trying to collaborate with others and be generous, be kind, be giving. But then there's this competition and fighting, and it feels like a heavy burden, keeping them stuck in their head, just wanting this new inspiration and passion. Okay, I got a King of Pentacles in reverse, though, with this passion. And a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Some of them, they may see some other Tauruses, Virgos, or Capricorns, or this male and female person who refuses to like do their own healing, very materialistic, keeping themselves in some type of depression or sadness, keeping themselves stuck in legal issues. Justice isn't served with these people. Queen of Wands in reverse, dude, and Strength in reverse. Some of you, it's another Leo. Okay, someone dealing with a Leo. Queen of Wands is the mistress energy in reverse. She lacks any, willpower to hold herself back. There's an injustice with a third party. Some truth and clarity. It's someone from your friends group, or someone you went to a celebration, or they want to be celebrated. Weird. Someone will be celebrating their innocence, or for a child, unconditional love, someone else coming back around, being humbled, feeling like they weren't victorious. They could have gotten kicked out of house or lost a house, and someone shining light on this, someone that is getting a second chance at something, having awakened. Someone could have been released from jail. Okay, someone wanted a new job opportunity, money, a gift, but they stopped communicating. They blocked communication with someone here at work. Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's just see again. Taurus is dealing with Leos. Taurus is dealing with Leos. Reinvigorating love. They don't want this to end. They want to stay in this little love story, or a new love energy coming forth. They can maybe working on even self-love. 121. There is some Aquarian energy potentially surrounding the Leo. Okay, so the lesson hasn't completely been learned, but there is someone getting their wishes fulfilled. Okay, I feel like they're getting their wishes fulfilled actually by kind of enjoying their time alone and their peace and quiet, gaining enlightenment. Someone could be dealing with a Virgo, for sure. Leo's dealing with Virgos. You have this in your chart. Because I see 9-9. What else do we need to know? So they have this new love offer. They don't want this cycle to end. I get that somebody doesn't want to travel somewhere. They just really want to. They're enjoying it. What is this Ace of Cups? Yeah, I get that somebody doesn't even want to have a party or have anybody come over or celebrate. Okay, someone feels a little pushed away, or like they're having some financial stuff, feeling pushed away. Someone actually unapologetic, acting like a spoiled brat. This could be about overindulging and partying, okay? With 3 cups in reverse and the 9 of cups. They think, I don't know. They want to, okay, this is someone, they want people to come to them even. I get Virgo Cancer sign. And talk about the future. Someone talking about planning future trips, planning a trip. Okay, talking about traveling somewhere, a new vehicle, work, investments, emotionally detaching. I get that they're, I don't know, maybe if you're with them, they don't really want to deal with some of this stuff, because there's like apathy and boredom. Okay, emotionally detached. These people are they could be coming out very emotionally detached. Maybe they want to they're committed to something here. They want marriage or commitment or contract. But Queen of Cups in reverse is someone could be dealing with like a water sign who is heavy drinking, oh wow. So these could be part of the friends or someone that you're traveling with, or someone in your energy or with theirs, with the King of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. Being controlling. This one could be actually a Scorpio. Someone being trapped, or that Cancer sign. Weird. Okay, someone wants this to end. Death. Like, they just want to have this, like, rejuvenation. You know, maybe this is dealing with a Scorpio. So they want something to end. Oh my gosh. They think someone needs to learn their lesson about some gossip, slander, and smear campaigning. Yeah, you could have a Scorpio watching. Stalking here, Leo. Or with this Leo? Someone else wants this love to end. This cycle isn't. Over here, I get, there's some weird emotional love bombing. I get like drunken messages and drunken or intoxicated love bombing. What? The Fool. About some new beginning. This person is potentially someone that doesn't feel loved or supported from your family. These people could be from your family. Why are they interlinking? Someone could think this King of Wands is in reverse, is Leo in reverse. 10-5, 10-8. There's some Libra energy, okay. This person lacks any ambition. They're so immature. They don't say they're sorry. They don't take accountability. They're playing a victim. They lack any new ambition to try anything new. Okay, this is someone in your family that's very unloving and unsupportive of you and whatever is going on. I don't know. They want someone to feel stuck and trapped in some type of addiction or third party with the Three of Cups, or to isolate themselves. But I see someone wanting eventually traveling. I feel like taking time alone, even wanting to travel somewhere and walk out at nature and get out, off social networking, not dealing with others. In the sun, happiness. Okay, so there is some happiness here. Someone wants to talk about the future, even, and look at investments or work, planting seeds, garden, and have an awakening and really focus on these things. Why the King of Wands? Over here, someone else has already received some money, a gift, a job. Maybe they don't, and then blocked communication, then don't even talk about it. I get like maybe there is a marriage or something here, Taurus, or someone being generous and paying for something, giving someone something, or even giving something to, a ministry, or helping pay for, take someone out to dinner, or for even a church or something with the Hierophant, and doing some work. This Queen of Cups in reverse could be somebody at your job, or someone you work with, or they're some type of work. And then we have the King of Cups upright. Someone's really trying to be understanding that these people are just not in their highest self. Okay, they act religious or spiritual, or they're disconnected from their higher self. This person, Scorpio, could be a fake spiritualist. They're wishing death upon someone, okay? Or they're trying to do some weird death magic. I don't understand. Of someone else's love. They want their love to die. Weird. Ugh. This is someone in your family, or someone who doesn't have a lot of support and love. So underneath, there's envy and jealousy. Acts for religious or spiritual. Okay, and she wants someone. She's doing things late at night. She has anxiety, fear. She has nightmares, sleep paralysis because of what she's doing. Empress sees this. A boss, father, grandfather, you, whoever, a husband, what's going on. This person wasn't doing things around their home, or they don't have a home or something. They constantly get kicked out. Someone wants a new beginning, maybe in a new place.
a new home. Yeah, this other person, it's like someone wants to get away from these energies. They want to move away, have a new beginning, where they don't have to deal with maybe their roommates or neighbors, or someone could live right next to all of their cousins and siblings and mother-in-law and father-in-law and sister-in-law, brother-in-law. I don't know what they are. Get out of that. Someone wants to get out of Dodge. Okay, get out of a Dodge. Someone needs to dodge this. Someone could be 26 or 26 Aquarius 210. Feeling very unvictorious. Now we have the Empress in reverse again. Huh. So it could be dealing with a mother-in-law, okay, a stepmother, okay, or a wife, even if that's the case. But she's unabundant in life. She's not taking care of stuff. She has no ambition. She's unapologetic. She doesn't take accountability. She's acting like a spoiled brat, and she is an older feminine. All right, someone knows that somebody is caught in something, dealing with a celebration, a party, indulging, third party energy, friends. She could be a friend, she could be a neighbor, bringing her friends around. I don't know. There is a soulmate here. Someone is doing some research, being patient. I get someone traveling towards somebody, looking at navigation and stuff like this to take a trip or move somewhere. King of Swords, to get some guidance, clarity, chat, information, maybe legal advice, even therapy, helping with heal on for this judgment. There is a lot of still loving compassion. Someone has already been generous and giving, and then the other person is rude and slanders it and puts it down. Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords in reverse. Man, gosh, Tauruses. Whew, that was quite a bit. Hopefully that gave you some guidance. That's what I see. For those of you dealing with Leos, this is around their energy as well. And maybe it's different types of Leos and different messages. Okay. Weird. How weird is that, Taurus? Okay, let's move on to Virgos. All right. Taurus is dealing with Virgos. Virgo. For the Tauruses, what are we at in time? 101. Oh my gosh, yeah. You're going to end up having a fourth message, guys. Oh. All right. Taurus is dealing with Virgos. Let me give it another good shuffle. One more. Virgos. What's most important for the highest cut of Taurus dealing with the Virgos energy? I see someone's impatient about their finances. Someone reap what you've sown. It could be harvest time. Someone wants to take some money out. The boss. The father, grandfather, husband. They could be a boss. Or what they want to argue and fight. This is about not just inheritance, but for example, if you go to work and you're getting money put into a 401k or a savings, or you're putting investing, someone may why is that? There's someone is gaslighting or arguing with the boss, okay? Whoever this emperor is. If it's you in this dynamic, if they're or them. I see 5'7". And someone could be 47 or 54, okay? 5'4". Fake love bombing. Oh, someone's trying to be like, remember the good old days, and trying to keep someone in nostalgia. Someone coming in hot and heavy with some love bombing. Got some weird narcissist freaking dynamic with this person. Trying to get someone to stay and not go somewhere with them. Don't move on towards what brings you love. Ew. Someone wants a new cycle, but the true emotions is completion of a cycle here, seeing a new world. Okay, because we have the moon reverse, the world, but we see the Knight of Wands energy under there, seeing that this person has reckless behavior, non-committal, constantly looking at options, running back and forth. All right. Maybe they're dealing with a Leo even. I don't know, because the Knight of Wands. Bringing some happiness. Oh, and we have Aries energy. Why is there so much fire? Wanting to jump into the unknown. Was trying to release. I get Queen of Swords. Why is she in reverse everywhere? Someone is breaking free from. Someone is fear-mongering. cursing them, cussing them, in some type of addiction. Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. No way. And Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What? And King of Wands in reverse. They're dealing with a lot of people that are not in healthy vibes. Okay, they're in a lot of sadness, depression, kind of homelessness, lack of any type of love or support or companionship. And so they're kind of, unapologetic, immature. These could be people they are working with. Oh, they could hate who they're working with. They can't collaborate and work with these people. Oh, they're disloyal. They don't show up. They don't pay anything. They take advantage. I get that somebody left someone stranded, okay, somewhere. There's good fortune on its way for an Empress energy, though. There's divine timing. Weird. Okay, that's what I saw underneath there, but I will pull cards. Okay, so Taurus is dealing with the Virgos. We got quite a story, multiple ones. So there is at the crossroads here, someone doing some research, investigating, looking into the, I always see this as look at the World Wide Web, which direction we're going to go. Someone's really wanted to, go do something to get out of some type of boredom and apathy here, or feeling any regrets. 24. The 24th could be spotlighted. Someone could be that age. I also see a tower coming in. Okay, so this could bring a tower moment. Maybe someone wants to go see the Twin Towers even. I know, like the monument, the memorial, I don't know. But something is going to bring, someone wants to go try something new. 416, maybe even dealing with an Aries, okay? And maybe that's truth or clarity. Or someone has that in their chart. Or something about that time. Someone is looking at, seeing what they can do, which direction to take. Looking at, their options. Because Two of Wands is taking that action. And then kind of reevaluating and saying, okay, there's all these different ways we can go about this. Okay, to find this truth and clarity. Oh, wow. This other person is very unbalanced in their thinking. They overspend, overindulge. They could get too sucked into over spirituality. Whatever communication is going to be spoken or seen, or what they're researching, the information is truth. And it is about somebody breaking a contract, okay, or breaking the law, breaking God's vows, or breaking free from someone else's religious dogmatic domineering, because Temperance and Hierophant in reverse. They could also have Taurus or Sag in their chart. Weird. Virgo. Why is this with Virgo? Someone gonna find out the truth about, Hierophant, breaking a law, contract. Somebody was juggling someone. There could have been a divorce, or they're looking into these types of things. What else? King of Swords. I get that he could be giving advice, guidance about even healing these things, or about physical ailments, even healing. Finances. Weird. What in the heck? Because somebody was trying to gossip and stalk and talk shit about an ex-lover, or about a lover. Ex information. This would be like at their... Okay, someone is also seeing, that there's a lot of fake shit, gossip, slander, okay? There's a disconnect here. This person, okay, so maybe they're seeing that this person was saying a bunch of horrible shit about somebody, okay? That they are the betrayer, a 610, oh no, a Gemini even, okay? Or Gemini could be telling you this, 10, 16, Libra too, that they were betrayed. They were the betrayer. This is over. Or they're twisting it. And that creates this tower. The tower is the finger of God. I always see that. All of this crap that's been hidden, it crumbles to the ground. Oh, this person placed himself on a pedestal, that they were, God's divine speaker, and then they're out there, with bad intentions, bad morals, doing a bunch of shit. This is coming in now. Like, this is current. You might receive some type of thing here with Virgo. Okay. Yeah, some information, and then someone is defending themselves or blocking. This person else is also trying to come back around after being betrayed, after feeling really pushed away, having some financial issues, trying to overcome, yes, to pay debts off. Their focus is on clearing out any financial debts, being generous. Someone's seeing that somebody else is very generous and very giving, very kind. So whatever manipulation twisted around. So this could be someone also saying, well, you don't pay your tithing even, or you don't pay money. If you don't pay money to my ministry, you won't be blessed, or a fake healer or something. But yet the thing is, yes, God loves a generous heart, but it's not just about giving to the fucking church for you to receive blessings. It's about actually helping those in need, see? This person has been given, there's a beautiful word for it. Someone is protecting and blocking even, their own wealth, their inheritance, their legacy from someone who's imbalanced in their religious, spiritual beliefs, thinking they gotta steal and manipulate and guilt trip. 710, 610. Weird. They're really good with their finances. That's how they also got to this place financially. By also making sure that they were paying their debts off and there wasn't favoritism, and they were treating, like, let's say, employees or family members, or, helping everybody out along the way as they felt guided. Look, we have the scales there. And someone else is someone's having an awakening. So there could be legal stuff where someone was trying to do something weird here. And then a lot of this money was like, someone could have helped someone financially regarding even some legal stuff, or a divorce even, to pay for these things. Okay, there is judgment. Someone's having an awakening. Getting a second chance. Being released from something. Over here, this person has bad business. They didn't think about the future. They were greedy, materialistic. They may have acted religious or spiritual, even a masculine person. And then once again, you have that Emperor upright. Really, this person just wants to argue and gaslight. And truly what they need is to rest and do their healing. So whether this is your own boss, or this is how they're coming off, or father, grandfather, or a husband, whomever it is, they're seeing something here that this person just want to argue. Then they're going to come in and emotionally love bomb and remember the good old days and and then trying to get somebody to stop them from moving on to something else, even though there is no love there, and there's just bickering and gaslighting and arguing, and the true emotions of someone is so done, right? They learned their lesson. The cycle has ended, but unfortunately, as we go through that, I'm seeing that Knight of Wands, someone was looking at their options. They're a player. They're non-committal, coming back in and out. Maybe even they were dealing with an Aries or a Leo person, right? Wanting this new beginning and happiness. And then seeing that these two people, this Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords, they're facing each other. And there's a third party. And a King of Wands in reverse. Giving somebody bad legal advice. Making somebody depressed and sad. Recognizing that ain't a soulmate again. Okay. Hopefully that gave you some guidance, all right? For those of you dealing with the Virgos, Tauruses. All right. Let's move on to the Libra energy. Tauruses dealing with the Libras. Tauruses dealing with Libra. Tauruses dealing with Libras. The thing is, I keep trying to get, every time I'm getting that Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh my goodness. Libra, Libra, Libra for the Tauruses. I see the Knight of Wands energy. Damn. In reverse. Reckless, immature, in and out. Someone's hoping to come back around and have an awakening. Get to say, this person could be somebody who has been in jail before and they're getting out of jail and they have no money, no job. What the hell is this? Taurus with a Libra? Yeah, they're trying to run back in, overcome, saying that they've done their healing, work, and they've seen the light, they've having an awakening, they've made changes in their life. They could have had some heart issues. They need to rest. Someone's heartbroken because they're not receiving money or a gift or a job. All right, this is somebody who's betrayed before and they're trying to come back around, or someone who felt betrayed. We finally have the Queen of Swords upright. All right, here we go. Hopefully this is that Libra energy being honest. She's cutting to the straight point about someone needs to take this time to do their healing, resting, whatever they feel guided to do. I'm seeing that somebody is doing that, and so this is part of their awakening. They're being given a second chance. But there was a third party, and someone felt heartbroken. Sag is here too. The Earth Angel, taking it to a higher level of court, even. Okay. Moderation. Okay. King of Swords, even. Wow, Libra. Double Libra, even. Honestly, this person betrayed before and they are trying to come back around, and here's, if someone has legal issues and goes to jail and shit, this really fucks up their finances. It makes it, you dig a bigger fucking hole for yourself. Honestly, what are you trying to prove? Okay, someone's like, all right, let's move on. We're not going to argue. We're going to focus on support and love and happiness. Some of you could have a Sag in your life, or this is someone in your family. I also see 614. These could also be some Gemini people. All right, that there is a lot of love and support. All right, over here, realizing this person has bad karma. This is their karmic debt. Okay, it's not anyone else's place. Justice has been served. This person has been released and let go. They've done their time. And someone is trying to learn some new information. Maybe learn about a new skill or about how to get some money or a loan or a job. They're curious about someone's money. Oh, now we have the High Priestess in reverse. So someone is trying to love bomb someone, emotionally manipulate, come in all lovey-dovey, apologize, romanticize the past. High Priestess in reverse, to get someone to detach from their intuition. Maybe this is about once again, this is somebody who acts very religious or spiritual, who's overly love bombing. They're super, super nice. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, you are so amazing. I have been touched by God, and I know all of these spiritual things, and they act like they're just moving on, but she isn't true. Okay, there is potentially a past life connection, or someone is wanting to be very loving and supportive. This could be the person spying on you, trying to gain information about your money. Why the fuck does that matter? Why does that matter? Oh, that's the Tower. This is bad for someone made reckless. This is a player energy. This could be a feminine or a masculine. I don't know. There is no passion. Okay, there's no sexual drive to this person. Nothing happened even. I don't know. Okay, someone's been released. This could have been someone trying to act all spiritual, religious, the good Christian or Mormon or whatever she is, or even a high priestess out there acting like, yeah. Okay, someone was looking into someone's investments. I'm telling you, someone's trying to look into someone's money. They want to know about your money, your inheritance, a mother-in-law. the boss lady, a grandmother, an ex-wife, okay, and a stepmom, I don't know who she is. But we do have the Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay, Taurus, maybe they are. They're trying to find out. They're trying to hold on to you by using nostalgia and good memories of the past. But it has to do with finances, you see, holding money. This person cannot defend or protect themselves. They didn't stand up and protect you. Oh, they may not have a vehicle or have a way to move or travel. They may be asking for, they were hoping for a car or a trip or a move. I feel like I see, like, I don't know. For some of you, you could be dealing with that Libra Empress. Okay. But also we have the Queen of Swords upright. And we have the King of Wands now saying, don't take action towards this person. This could be a Cancer sign. Yeah, weird. Why do we keep getting these in reverse? There's someone in your family, okay, that is supportive, loving, that you have good memories with. That is a King of Wands energy here. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Okay, they're a Sag, okay? So some it's different, right? We have different people. This other one, this person has broken laws. They've been divorced. They've broken contracts. They probably are not. Empress in reverse can be somebody who isn't loving, compassionate, taking care of their nurturing, their business, their children, their home, their family. They're usually often somebody who is more concerned with being seen in the world or what they can gain or their own drugs, alcohol, whatever. They're not really committed. They're hoping for a handout, that someone will help pay off their debts. This King, okay, regardless, yeah. Maybe some Libras are showing you this, and maybe this is the other person. I also see they see someone as a star, okay? They see someone as very wealthy, King of Pentacles even. Trying to be hopeful and optimistic, no longer feeling like there's any depression or sadness. This would be so generous and kind. But they lack ambition or love for children. Okay, they lack self-love. They lack love. They have no one new. It's like they have no one else. So they're coming back around. They were looking up stuff online to figure out how to get there. What are they trying to manifest here? A Queen of Wands in reverse. They don't want things. They want to be they want to be a mistress. What the fuck? They're trying to manifest a Queen of Wands. I already saw this before. Weird. Now, for some of you, you have Libra in your chart, right? With Taurus. Because I am like the weirdest thing. What? This is crazy. There's no lack of any type of ambition. There's no love. I don't have anyone. I don't have any love. And so they were at a crossroads looking for love in all the wrong places. What are they trying to manifest? A Queen of Wands in reverse. Because they don't want this to end. They think they're going to be all hot and sexy and need a bunch of attention, a mistress, okay, a sex worker. They're trying to manifest that. They don't want things to end. They're hoping to come in and get into someone's home. Ew. What? Y'all know if you dealt with her. Yeah. Okay, I what the hell? Oh my gosh, I saw this. Somebody manifested that. I feel like that came in one of your other readings or something. Weird. All right, let's move on. Okay, from Libra to the Scorpios. I see someone's trying to like let something go, but someone also refuses to see both sides of this perspective. They could be dealing with a Virgo. All right. Taurus is dealing with your opposite, the Scorpios. What is most important for the Taurus is dealing with the Scorpios. Scorpio. I see a home. Okay, like maybe you live with them. They don't want things to end. They could be, they could be Weird. You could have a Scorpio father or a grandfather, or this is the husband energy. What? But they don't want something to end, or this person doesn't want to die. This emperor is not want to die. I feel like they don't want, or they don't want this person to pass, or but this person could have had a close call, or someone wants to be in their home when this happened. Also 413, there could be Aries energy with the Scorpio. The death in reverse, Emperor in reverse. He's also controlling. He can be very thinking only of himself in this way. Someone is not going to bicker and argue about things. Someone is releasing control of trying to be some addiction, even, and toxicity. I get that they're trying to overcome something because they are having a close call, maybe to death. This person could also be a Virgo emperor. I also see Aries energy. I don't know why they could be concerned about this person. Feeling like they can't be healed. They could have gotten, they feel like they may have gotten some type of death sentence or some type of addiction. And I'm saying that in a way of an illness or a sickness where they're getting old. Or someone is recognizing some type of addictive behavior was leading them straight to death. And they're kind of like, wow. Someone feels unoptimistic though. Okay, because someone has given them, they argued with them. This earth angel energy coming in to give guidance and help break free, moderation not overindulging anymore, overcoming some type of fear or toxicity. The communication too is going to help somebody see a whole different perspective here. The true emotions that are coming forth, surrounding your home, your family, your roots. Someone offering someone a gift. Bringing in a generous offer, a gift. This life is a gift. Someone could be giving somebody money to help them overcome. Yeah, this is someone at work even. This could literally be their concern with their boss, or someone giving someone else a job or a raise. Wow, guys, this is quite interesting, Taurus. I kind of get with this. I'm also getting with dealing with this scorpionic energy or something, was that there could have been a time where their whole life they were addicted. Well, or maybe they saw you, or I don't know, or this person. And they had addiction issues. And that were taking them into a sense of ending it, self-destruct mode, or this addiction was bringing them to their ending. They're having like they could be going through a dark night of the soul, but maybe they were so close, like maybe they were worried about losing some type of career or their work or something. And this opportunity, this gift, this job, this raise, whatever, it brought them out of that. It gave them some sense of purpose again. They still want to work on this. They are very focused on work. Normally, I don't like the Emperor in reverse, so I'm being really nice. They are trying to just kind of focus on, move forward after some arguments and bickering, but the cycle's not quite over. The lesson hasn't been completed. They're still overcoming it. It's not just it could be about lust, that Queen of Wands in reverse. It could be about a mistress energy. Okay, this person this could have been close to ending a relationship. It could be communicating. They're going to see that this person this is a feminine who needs a bunch of attention, a sex worker, even, OnlyFans, or a mistress energy. I don't know, something at work. Yeah, it's realizing this is not a true, loving, compassionate soulmate. This is just a lust person This is someone who wants to destroy relationships. And this person may be having an awakening, because I mean, I don't see awakening right quite yet here, but I'm getting that they understand. So they might have been someone who messed around, kind of male chauvinistic pig. Okay, cliche. Thinking that that was okay. Maybe they got sick from someone or something. But I'm also seeing this person could have been doing this inside your home, looking at this person or doing something or bringing them home. But this is also interlinking something with work, dealing with this. That's not a true, loving, compassionate soulmate. This is an Aries energy, potentially, who did something foolish. So Scorpio, Aries. The Emperor represents Aries. Queen of Wands represents Aries. Someone could have been 20 or 21 or 26. So someone's also saying there is no new beginning with this person. There I get that maybe there was some, this is also the Temptress energy, okay? This could have led someone to an ending of their whole business, okay? Their family, okay? And this has made somebody really sad. They're depressed because they're kind of just focused on work. I feel like also trying to move on. They may be trying to move businesses, or someone realized this person was after their money, their legacy, their land, their property. They may lose that. Someone, I told you, they were manifesting this. So this cycle's not over here in 1021, okay? With the Queen of Wands in reverse. Someone else is committed and married. Someone might have ended up marrying the mistress, or she acted religious or something. 5515. I have 1015. Damn. Okay, and this is realizing they could have been in a contract or a commitment, or she acted very churchy or religious. I don't know. Someone's manifesting a marriage with a mistress, an empress. That's what someone manifested. And now they realize they're getting karma. This is a third party energy that caused nothing but heartbreak, not love, not compassion. This person stole all of their wealth, their legacy. Okay, action was taken and they took some foolish action. This could have happened online. They were obsessing, stalking. 23, so I'm going 23, 25. But we have King of Pentacles upright, all right? So that could be you, masculines, Tauruses. I don't know. Getting guidance, wisdom, or a Virgo or a Capricorn. Also, he could be stepping up with this Emperor, kind of backing down. All right, realizing that there is some regrets, apathy regarding someone just moving on and letting go of all of this land or property or business legacy. All right, and the lesson to learn is about defending and protecting yourself. Magician is we also have Magician coming in to manifest protection. Chiron, wounded warrior energy. And communicating even with a Hierophant, which would be more of a masculine. Maybe it is a Taurus you're also talking to, or about these situations, and trying, because I get trying to, make a decision. And we have Empress upright, because that's even a mother or wife for you, Empress energies, the boss lady. Her grandmother, she's heartbroken over this. What she sees the third party. She's heartbroken. She realizes that you just can't create and communicate or collaborate with this person. All right, so someone is saying even emotionally detached from this situation. You reap what you've sown. There is regret. Someone's trying to just move on. They're losing huge financial stuff here with this. 37, 34. Someone else is protected and they are going to be victorious. Then we have a Queen of Swords calling it out, telling the truth. Be patient. This takes time. She's waiting to receive. Something's on its way. And it is new inspiration, new passion. And the truth, damn. So no creativity, even chemistry, and clarity. When someone emotionally attaches from this situation, that clarity comes in. Someone sees that this person was not single. They were messing around with someone and they were not single. Or they were codependent financially on someone else. They could be 39 again. They were doing things in the darkness. This could be that Leo. She could be a Leo. They could be messing with a Leo. I don't know. 119, even Capricorn 19. This person isn't pay their debts off. They have bad karmic debt. They owe others. This way they could also be losing this because they don't pay their debts. This woman could also be doing this because she is in lack, but she's not generous giving. It's not about love. Realizing that's not true love energy. And someone else is coming in trying to, be romantic. There is an attraction here, the new inspiration. Okay, they could have been watching you. You could have somebody who's been watching you. Okay, to gain clarity and truth. They might be coming and tell you the truth. I feel like you might have blocked this person, or that you need to block this other person because they ain't single. You need to move on. 1-8, Capricorn could be telling you that too. And they're in anxiety. They're in a lot of fear. They've done a lot of dirty shit in the dark. They're in some they're in a dark night of the shit, dark shadow night, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about, yeah. Damn. Because someone else is very protected. This person too. So they are disloyal. Knight of Pentacles. They don't pay. Like, they'll come in and eat your food or ask to order things or do things, or they don't show up. They don't pay off they could have a lot of medical or health bills. They could have a lot of health issues, actually. Okay. Someone knows that the compassion is understanding this person. Just, they need to do their own healing. They need to work on self-love. Okay. Queen of Cups, being understanding. There could be a new passionate drive towards the Scorpionic energy even. I don't know. If that's, and the King of Wands could be somebody who is watching or stalking, or someone's watching this person. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, realizing, okay, this person was at one point juggling this other person. The blocked communication, no longer juggling. Avoiding the Tower, avoiding your whole life crumbling down because this person lacks any type of ambition. They don't pay their debts off. And they are disconnected they're not a lover. They could be an ex-person but someone has blocked this person. Yeah. There's no reconciliation, no celebrating. Someone's moving on. Someone saved up money, or someone else is holding on to some emotions, or a King of Cups. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they're holding on for some divine timing, thinking good fortune coming through. Oh man, I don't even want to keep going with it. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, let's move on from the Scorpios. That was quite an interesting story too. Okay, let's go on to Sag now. These ones got long, guys. Damn, 137. Okay. All right, so Taurus is dealing with the Sag. Let me give it a good shuffle. So Taurus is dealing with Sagittarians. Taurus is dealing with Sagittarians. I guess I'm not going to get to your... See, it's getting too hot to where I have to do this either early morning, do your videos, and then I'm not going to sit in here and be too hot. So it needs to cool off. So I'm kind of only doing 1 or 2 a day. This is my second one for you guys. I still need to get to the dream symbols, but we'll have to do that in a different one. Okay, Sagittarius is. All right, Taurus is dealing with the Sagittarius. Okay, let me look. We have Death in reverse. They don't want things to end. They're trying to be disciplined. They want to feel really strong. They're trying to overcome any, they're trying to feel confident. They could also have a Leo or Scorpio in their chart. I see something about 813. There's new passion. They have a lot of ambition. They're really working on their confidence, feeling strong. Okay, they don't want things to end. They're coming in like, oh, there is some new passion, but I think this inspiration might trigger some stuff from the past about financial loss or inheritance. Someone is holding on to some emotions. Someone overspending or overgiving. Overspending to bring some type of happiness. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, let me see. Tell me about the Sag for the Tauruses. What's most important? We got taking time alone to gain clarity. Wow, they could be dealing with a Virgo, or they're just kind of in hermit mode. All right, kind of maybe they're focused on multitasking, juggling. You know, this is about even multitasking something. Focused on the pentacles. Look how the stick, I don't know if you guys could see it, but that staff was all red. Okay, I see about even planning a trip or a move somewhere so they don't feel stuck and caught. Why is there so much Virgo energy around the Sag energy here? I see 927. Someone wants to take a trip or move somewhere. Maybe they're looking into this future energy, trying to balance the checkbook, you know, look at their bills and stuff about maybe a move, a trip, a car, a vehicle, something. Ooh, they don't want to fight though. Road rage. Watch out for road rage. Competition. Let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like they're focused on their work. Maybe they're working from home or really just zoning in on their work here. There's so much Virgo. Why is there so much Virgo with the Sag? I don't get it. 9-8. Okay. They could be wondering about even hospital bills or healing or something, or some medical bills. Maybe they're looking at different places to travel to try and do some type of healing work or for their health. Oh, because I feel like somebody is having some issues with their finances regarding it because of, or not wanting to pay for something, or thinking this costs too much money. Someone could be 45 or 45, 75. Yeah. Someone's not wanting to stick around and gain, you know, at somewhere they're at. Hangman in reverse. 12-5. I feel like someone wants to take off and like they don't want to feel stuck. They want to be able to have freedom and travel and do stuff, but they're also looking at their finances, okay, and realizing there is someone trying to cause competition or fight, argue, physical altercation. Someone could have had a physical altercation and they're wondering about how to like rest and do this healing from whatever that was. Weird. Why is there so much? So tell me more about the Sag energy for the Tauruses. High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, they don't trust. They're not guided by their true. I don't know. I don't think that they are trusting their own intuition and how to. So to me, when you tune into yourself, your physical body, and you're like, all right, I'm not feeling well. You know, if you get in some serious accident and stuff, go to the hospital, right? Do your thing, you know. But I'm also seeing that they're kind of ignoring the divine guidance, or they're not trusting their intuition about needing to rest. Okay, and it's more important to do some healing. They're looking at their money. They're concerned with their investments, their work, their seeds. And realizing like they can't really collaborate and work with this other person, or it's not working, something they're trying to do isn't working. They're trying to move towards feeling really loved, self-love, wish fulfillment, or a new love, or reinvigorating love. Yeah, this might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or they might be dealing with a Gemini because that's their opposite, right? Or this person who is rude and cutting them down, who's unwilling to see both sides of some issues. They feel like they're in some weird competition. They gotta trying to have a physical altercation. I feel like weird road rage. Or who is this? This person is impatient. It could be someone at their work. I don't get it. It could be carpool, or this is someone receiving something. Someone could be trying to show up at someone's work, or someone receiving some type of payout. I don't know. Tell me why the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, someone needs to emotionally detach from situation, from this person. It's like they need to take this time alone, and as soon as they get around them again, there's nothing about fighting. Someone else is really, they're in some financial lack here, or this other person is trying to compete and fight. Okay, they're trying to hold on to some money. This is all about, this is some greed, holding on to some money. It's like looking for the cheapest option instead of the one that will actually help you do your healing. This person is in some darkness energy. They're doing things in the dark. They're very unhappy. They're trying to fight and compete with someone. Physical altercation, 519. Tauruses. Someone being 45. 84, 84 Leo. Someone was trying to get their wishes fulfilled, but their wishes is that this someone they're wishing for isn't single, or they're codependent financially on someone else. Someone was wishing somebody would be that way. Someone is losing any hope that things can be healed. This person is, maybe they're worried that somebody is sick. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, she's having a huge financial loss. This person is angry. There is no extra finance and no land, no property. She could be a single person. She owns nothing. Okay, and she's trying to give someone advice about it. She's greedy. She's and I'm not saying that just she's greedy, but she's arguing over, money. And because she doesn't have any or something. There's someone you've known for a long time. Or they're going to trigger you regarding some childhood woundings. A cousin, a sibling, a neighbor, someone in your community, a friend. There's bad memories. All of these are coming back for someone. It's like all of a sudden someone's receiving all these memories. You could have a past life karmic situation with this person. All right, they're all about their wand. They want passion. This is kind of someone who could be kind of lusty. Someone could be trying to just emotionally detach from this person and, have this inspiration. Someone else is holding on to strength. Double Leo energy. They're trying to feel confident, face their fears, feel good about themselves. But over here, someone does not want something to end. They want to keep this competition going or something. I don't know. This person hasn't changed. This Queen of Swords could also be a Scorpio or a Leo. 519, 513 Tauruses. They feel like they cannot defend or protect themselves. They didn't protect their home or their assets. Or their home isn't protected. 9-4. An Empress energy. Ugh. A mother-in-law, an Aries mother, or a wife, okay, or a grandmother, or she did something very foolish. She was 30, or Virgo, okay. And we have the Queen of Wands upright, so we still do, so Sag is in her strength and power. If it's a feminine here, she is a soulmate. She's very beautiful, attractive, a leader. She's overcome a lot of feeling heartbroken, third parties. The Lovers. Yeah, she's found some soulmate. And that's helped her overcome feeling heartbroken. All right, and maybe there is a new job, a new gift, very loving, maybe she wants to be generous and giving. Yeah, this cycle isn't over. Like, it's only just begun. She's met someone new, or that's if she's a she. Okay, let's move on. That's what I see. Hopefully that gave you some guidance and clarity. That was interesting. Okay, let's move on now. Capricorn. All right, 146, 148. Capricorn. All right, Taurus is dealing with the Capricorns. Taurus is dealing with the Capricorns. Taurus is, I see 3 of Swords in reverse, okay? I see there could have been some heavy emotions, emotional manipulation, someone saying they're sorry for being a no-show or not paying for something or not being generous. I don't know. Someone is trying to overcome feeling heartbroken or some heart issues, okay? Or a third party energy. So they could have been a third party, or they could have been dealing with the third party, or they were, let's see. That's just what flew out, so I'm going to leave it there. But this is healing. In reverse, that is finally healing a heart. Okay, healing your heart. All right. So Taurus is done with Capricorns. Wow, we got quite a bit. The Lovers in reverse. So there is a sense of recognizing that there was a disconnect from a lover. They could have been trying to heal, okay, from feeling heartbroken from in a relationship, a love relationship for sure, right? Wow, trying to overcome some type of a toxic relationship, some type of bondage. I do get Gemini energy interlinking with this one because we also have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, and we have the Lovers. I see someone who was 36. I'm also seeing 615. High Priestess in reverse, once again about healing. This person doesn't trust intuition, even. The King of Swords could also be an Aquarius or a Libra, you know, but he's being really rude, cutting, okay? He's putting something down. He could have this other feminine by his side here, giving some thing. They haven't done their own healing and resting, okay? They think they're smarter than others. They're lacking any wisdom. I don't know. They could have a different religious or spiritual belief. There's a lot of gossip and slander. Ugh. This is lack of knowledge. Okay, these ones came out too. So someone doesn't want this to end. Or they want to overcome some type of... Someone could have seriously had a close call with death here. 313. Piscean energy, or 36. They could have had heart issues, literally. And someone is weird. Okay. Capricorn. No longer juggling this other person or juggling this lover. Maybe they were dealing with a Scorpio even. I don't know. Or Scorpio, okay, there was anxiety, fear, sleepless nights. Someone could have had some demonic dreams or some type of, you know, if there was toxicity in their thoughts and their dreams. Someone being 29, 29, anxiety, fear about the devil person. Someone at one point, so when I look at this the other way, when there was heartbreak, this person was communicating and it was very controlling, very obsessive, very addicting, you know, or thinking that they were an obsessive lover, very controlling. This person has been pushed away. This King of Swords in reverse. They're having financial issues. They're pushed away right now. Someone is, you know, they're feeling bored and some apathy. And they might be trying to come in and be loving or compassionate, but they're being dishonest. They don't want some truth. So this person can act like they're very understanding or romantically loving. What is this? It could even say, I hope someone heals better, or help you feel better, because I'm seeing that it looks like somebody's sick. So someone does not want some truth revealed about an ending, or that something it didn't end. Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse? It's a heavy burden. They don't want this truth revealed. They're carrying a heavy burden. They're going to take it into the future with them. They're doing a lot of work and focusing on their investments, their pentacles. King of Pentacles. So that could be you or Capricorn. Really focused on work. And recognizing this other person is like disloyal. Like they don't show up. They don't help pay for something. King of Wands has his back turned. He's looking at his options here of what to do. How to move forward with this. But I'm seeing someone move forward and they will no longer be protected. Or they're not protecting their family. Someone thinks that they're celebrating and want friends and family. Someone else does not pay back debts. They haven't gained clarity of the give and take. They don't understand the give and take in relationships. It's not just about money. It's about the energetic give and take. What comes around goes around. They block communication. They just take off. They are unwilling to like take time alone. They hate being alone. They like stalking and spying. They're trying to see if someone has lost hope yet. If this person's stealing greed. They're holding on to some money or something. Okay, what is this Ace of Swords? The first Swords is dealing with Capricorns. We have a Queen of Pentacles upright. You or them, I don't know. Hangman, a Virgo. A Virgo, why is there like it's weird. Someone caught and stuck in the middle of something here. Okay. Why the Devil? That's too many. I'm not taking that many. Why is the Devil in reverse? This is breaking free of this. Maybe someone stopped giving it anything. Stop it. Recognizing that there was nothing there. There was never any reciprocation. Maybe somebody was like stopping. This is even a child potentially. Breadcrumbing. Stop giving someone some type of financial thing. Help them break free from something. That's the completion of the cycle. Too. Damn. This is not giving them any type of gift, any type of anything. I don't know, any money at all. Because any money they would take would go to some type of addiction. And once this is done, then that's the completion of the cycle. And people can move, take action. But somebody is traveling towards someone where there isn't, wow. There isn't a love connection or a soulmate. Someone is not trusting their intuition here. This person is unhealed and unwilling to do their healing. Someone's going to tell someone the truth, though, about something. There's an injustice. Some legal issues. Someone needs to have the strength and confidence. They're going to find out that something that's coming in is making somebody feel very sad and depressed. An Empress in reverse, not receiving something, not getting a job, not getting a raise or a bonus, or some money for her work. Oh, we have a Knight of Wands in reverse. So someone did something reckless. They were a player. And we have the Queen of Swords speaking out the truth about contract, marriage, loyalty, values, morals. Taurus, right? Oh, this Empress. Okay, I don't know. Maybe that gives you guidance. Let's move on. We're finishing this up. Aquariuses and then Pisces, and that is all. Thank you, Tauruses. Okay, we're moving on. If any of you want to timestamp it, I'm not gonna do it. I figure you can. Yeah, I'm just not. I put the time and effort to put this out here. So, yeah. All right. So, Tauruses dealing with Aquariuses. Let's see. The Tauruses dealing with the Aquariuses. Aquariuses. Okay, one more. Good shuffle. Tauruses, Aquariuses. Okay. I see a gift coming in. Somebody wanting to give someone a gift, okay? Or maybe a raise, a bonus, something nice, a beautiful offer. They want to be generous. They want to pay. Maybe they want to pay you back or something. The Aquarius want to be giving, Taurus. Oh, okay. Be generous. Be kind. I think they're going to give you a beautiful, something that is very important. It's going to help you, or you've been this way, to help you move on. They could be trying to help you with some legal stuff, or they could be helping you, with some injustice, some legal stuff, giving you some. All right, there is a soulmate here with being generous, kind, giving. My right ear is ringing. This person has a lot of strength. So it could be I see 1-6. I also see 28. They feel confident, strong. They're facing their fears. Okay. And then someone's moving forward. It could be somebody helping somebody to do this healing, whatever it is. Healing can come in so many ways. Spiritual, emotional, physical, mental, right? All right, because this other person, there is some type of injustice in the legal system here. There's some information this person or this justice doesn't know. Maybe somebody, this person, I feel like this person, that if there's someone in the legal system or the legal service, they've been fired before. They've been fired from their job because they make poor, I don't know, someone got fired. Or they're not doing their work. This justice system isn't doing their fucking work. Or this person doesn't even work for them or something. I don't know. Someone is trying to gain some enlightenment here. Huh. All right, so some type of financial thing is really going to help someone not have to like carry such a heavy burden. Okay, they're coming in, they want to help, be generous, pay off any debts, be kind. This part of their wish fulfillment. Actually, it makes people feel good to be kind. It's really, it's really weird. Imagine that, to be kind, be generous, to help others. Okay, there's some good intentions, all right? Interesting. I see someone is, they're going to try and help somebody move on and not feel like they got to fight and argue so that they can finally have some rest, okay? Maybe it is for healing, for helping pay for some type of healing or some legal stuff or something. It's coming in right now. Like, this is happening. Someone is unblocked, or this justice place, they can't defend or protect. They're not defending or protecting. Someone unblocked this. This person is single. Okay, they're codependent financially on other people. They don't have an actual fucking job. So someone is pretending. Weird. 7, 8, 9, 8. All right, you reap what you've sown. I feel like that they didn't complete the job. They didn't finish. They didn't do the work. They're not doing something. 10, 2. 10, 7 is there. 2, 9, 8, 9, 6. So there could be some Virgo energy coming forth and wants help. I see that this person wants someone to have strength. There is a judgment call coming down. This person could go to jail for something they're doing. So they're doing some type of weird criminal stuff or legal stuff that, or final judgment call. They could have been messing with somebody's finances. Once again, their investments. All right, someone is moving forward to try and heal and feel like, someone could be moving towards where there is a sense of nostalgia, compassion, good, feeling safe, healing even some childhood stuff. We have a Queen of Cups in reverse with this Ace of Swords. That's what they don't want you to know. This person's been emotionally manipulated by someone here, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, or they have heavy addiction issues even. Okay. And someone's trying to gain clarity, and they're going to see that this person is codependent financially on others. They don't have their own business. They don't even work. Okay, they don't have any finances, any money, no inheritance, no legacy. And it's going to come out that they are actually a Queen of Wands in reverse. Dude, this is weird because she could be a Scorpio. This is a mistress energy, right? And she doesn't want something to end. She hasn't changed her ways. She's trying to still come in and communicate. She could be sending some sexual type things, or she's trying to talk about things. She hasn't changed. Oh, no. Ugh. So I'm trying to get some money or a gift. Ugh. Death. All right. This is coming, like, I'm just telling you, whenever you be listening, you either be getting this. I was gonna say there's scammer payback, because I need to say something really quick before we continue on. Okay, so especially on like our community, especially Aquarius energy, social networking, right? Thinking outside the box, our groups, our friends, how we connect online, and if our platforms of are unsafe for the people that join, invest their time, their money, okay? And we have a lot of catfishers, scam bots, pornographic people, and the people who are making the billions of dollars, right? Like Elon Musk on X, and I don't know, whoever owns YouTube, Jeff or something, I don't even know. But and Mark Zuckerberg, and you know, those ones that are in that type of dynamic, if they're not making that platform safe for their clients, okay, or even they're part of the problem of it, you know, because I have to say, like, I brought up X quite a bit throughout this month of August, and how disgusted I am by that platform, and how it's like a never ending thing of, I do not feel safe to have, and I don't know. There's so many catfish, fake, you know, profiles, but there's also plenty that are real out there trying to sell their sex and that shit like this, right? And in a real day and age, you go outside and you know, someone starts showing their genitalias at others, they are like, you know, indecent exposure. I don't know, it's like it was unwarranted, it wasn't asked for, they actually get, you know, charged as being a sex offender. So the other thing is, so who is accountable online? Who is accountable? I get that this person is like somewhere, they're fake. The weirdest thing, so I have to say, the other thing is, if you try and block a person, so I've had this experience and I have hardly interacted, and so this was something that came, so all of the flat followers, or the people, even bots commenting on shit and doing whatever, I don't know, but there's tons of it's actually, they're targeting, you know, to send scammers. So scammer payback, okay, with pierogi. So maybe something about this, getting some guidance regarding that. Scammer payback, okay. But who should be accountable as well? If somebody gets screwed over, or it causes marital or family needing for counseling, you know, divorces, even getting scammed out of a whole bunch of money, catfishing, you know, the person that has the billions of dollars that's running the fucking company needs to take some fucking accountability. If you're not going to clean it up, then they're like, oh, well, report this. Well, guess what? When you do, they don't do a fucking thing. And if you just click on it to report it, seriously, like, I was clicking on a profile because, like, yeah, another scammer weirdo, and just to block it. I'm not looking at it, I'm not clicking any links, I click their little profile to block them, and within, I don't even know, minutes later, I got a scam text telling me something about my Amazon, or the other one is telling me they've seen my resume and they want, and I'm like, okay, dude, I didn't put no fucking resume out there. But the thing is, I'm aware of it, but it's still opening it up that they could, you know. So people, if you have that much power, you put so Elon Musk, the people are angry because they see that you don't give a fuck about anyone except for yourself and your money, and you're failing. I would give your fucking ex a thumbs down, okay? There's the tower. This person, they're going to go through the tower moment because there is injustice here. They've been fired before, okay? They're a bad lawyer, a bad representation, emotional manipulator. They probably take drugs, alcohol. They're dishonest, disloyal. They have no finance, no money. I mean, greedy, gold digger. This person is a King of Pentacles in reverse. Look. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay. Indecision. This person is sad because they're going to go to jail. Oh, they're depressed now because the judgments come down upon them. All right. They were creating third parties and heartbreak, and someone is healing that. Okay. Then the Knight of Wands want to come in. Oh, I'm going to help you out. Emotional manipulator, deceptive liar, and a King of Cups in reverse. Emotional manipulator. greedy. Anyways, okay. I don't know why I need to tell you that one on that one, because he is the Cancer sign energy as well. But whatever it is, you know, I do appreciate YouTube. I appreciate them starting to take accountability and blocking a lot of those. When I first started this, it was bad. I was getting like XXX views, and I'm saying that is like their profile picture was literally XXX stuff with XX girls and all this shit. Like in the comments when I'm talking about some fucking, never mind, excuse my language. But for the most part, they take accountability. They block people for you. I feel much safer. Now, I know there's still a lot of scams out there, a lot of fake shit, especially asking, putting people in the comments, stealing people's IDs and shit, and pretending like they're gonna, it's all about money, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's whatever you're drawn to. They will say, oh, we're Christian, or to our ministry, or for healing, or a Trump supporter, or a Biden supporter. It doesn't really matter. Get a fucking real life, losers. Like, you don't know your own purpose. That's why you mimic and copy others. What a shitty fucking, if that's your chore, that's your purpose in life, is to be a deceptive piece of shit and not ever be true and authentic. Damn. These purple, maybe something about purple. They wear purple. These people don't. One thing I do know, if anyone has taken my money or stolen something or not returned it or done anything, it's cursed. Whatever you took will bring you nothing but bad luck. Trip and fall in those shoes. In fact, I had a stepfather who ended up taking quite a bit of my inheritance. I didn't get a lot, and he had nothing. He was a loser when my mom met him. And in the end, it didn't, even though I got gypped out of that inheritance, mine and my sister's lives are way more abundant and than his is. And I can imagine he's going through a shit show because he was a fake Cancer sign manipulator. That's my own, I've met plenty of very lovely, wonderful Cancer signs, so please keep that in mind. I usually get along really well with Cancer signs, honestly. That's sometimes part of the problem, that emotional manipulator and nerds, right? All right, let's move on. Final message is that Pisces. So Taurus is dealing with Pisces. So Taurus is dealing with Pisces. Taurus is dealing with Pisces. They're dealing with also, they could maybe, for some of you, they might think that you're just worried about money. That they're trying to decipher if you're materialistic, or they're dealing with a Virgo or another Capricorn or another Taurus who is very greedy. Oh, they think that they're a star because of money, or they're trying to get rich quick. They're trying to be hopeful and optimistic and move forward and avoid this tower, avoid an ending. Once these true emotions come forth, they try and defend and block. Someone's trying to defend and block somebody being like some type of gossip or smear campaign. This person also can't travel. They don't have a car. They don't move. Like, oh, weird. All right, let's see. What else? Pisces. All right, for the Taurus is dealing with the Pisces. Oh my gosh, this is way too much. I do see a King of Cups kind of sideways, but let's see. All right, this is focus on the future, taking work, doing work, investing, planting seeds. I'm going to take it up. Try to be understanding, compassionate. All right, being patient, a lot of patience. It's like he planted his seeds and now he's just kind of hanging out here. Okay, waiting patiently for them to grow. All right. Getting his wishes fulfilled. He feels like this is part of wish fulfillment. Patience even. Okay, he's taking his time, investigating, researching different ways at a crossroads. All right, about how to, do this type of healing work, whatever, be healed, whether it be physical healing, hospital or mental, or lay down, rest. He's resting. Okay. All right, he is like looking at his options. This is totally the Pisces card, even kind of seeing all these things. It could potentially bring some type of wish fulfillment. While he's resting or doing some healing. Over here, it could be about heart. I see now. Someone is in still a bit of an illusion about some of the stuff from the past. This person, he actually could be feeling a little heartbroken. All right. And he's really trying to just kind of figure out how to find a sense of healing. Or there's heart issues. 7-3. He could also be dealing with a Cancer sign. Okay. Someone is looking for, there could be some hedonistic pleasure seeking, just fun, but the final card is that 6 of Cups in reverse. So there is a need for healing, some type of like, maybe there was, you know, something that happened in the past that was like trauma. It caused a little bit of trauma in his own childhood upbringing, or feeling like some type of, you know, I get even reflecting on like romance when you were a teenager or something like that even, and feeling heartbroken. But there's bad memories here. And something could happen, like he could be having some dreams or some remembering something. This could be a past life karmic issue. There is a lot of wealth and money. He could be dealing with a Virgo, but she looks like she's greedy. He's trying to kind of like take his time alone to isolate. He could be going into that opposite mode. I'm saying it's a he. That's what I'm getting here. He could be dealing with this other person who is really in a lack mentality, very materialistic, very greedy, thinking that she's a fucking superstar, or he's hoping to try and heal things, help her. What is this? Okay, why is the 3 of Swords right there without Pisces? About a new job, or about a gift that was given, or a loan, or a bonus. Wow, once again with the Virgo energy, feeling stuck. Seeing both sides of this perspective, seeing that this other person came in very romantic offer coming in, or love bombing, trying to come back around or apologize. Okay. And something that was received, something came in, and it opened his eyes to a whole new world, a whole new dynamic, gaining clarity, kind of isolating a little bit. All right. Okay, that's the completion of a cycle. We have the Queen of Cups upright, so some of you dealing with a Pisces feminine. She's also focused on her pentacles, you know, on planting seeds and doing work. Okay, this person is cannot emotionally detach. They're holding on to these emotions and recognizing when is the divine timing, when is this fortune coming in, recognizing sometimes some of this wish fulfillment. You don't always get what you want. Someone's hoping somebody to be loving, compassionate, but then seeing that it wasn't authentic, and it was just somebody trying to cause some type of competition or fight. You could be heartbroken because you see someone else trying to come back in and be all loving and romantic, or see something online about someone trying to fight or compete. And then we have Queen of Swords upright, speaking honestly, truthfully, about how needing to rest and do some healing, think things through logically, even getting grounded. What are the facts of the matter? All right, that's the final message. Okay, someone feels like they've made a bad decision about death in the Hierophant, Taurus, Scorpio, about things not ending. Giving someone some money in the darkness or something. What is that? Okay. All right. Hopefully that gave you some guidance, clarity. Thank you, Tauruses. I hope that you enjoyed. I guess I will be doing 4 videos for you guys. Your 4th one, we will definitely just jump into the spirits in the flowers oracle and the dream symbols. All right. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.